smoke though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke though. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke though. You don't want.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little 360. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Everybody, 28, 57. Hey, here I come. Here I come. 26.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First down, Dallas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Being chased out left. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Oh, he shifts past, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 22. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Outside. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, lady. Mike 59.
Darnold from the gun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Prescott now. Cooper's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Play action now. Prescott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Kamara trying the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A first down throw, Darnold. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Real side. 55, Mike 55. Get in the weight room.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Pollard going to try the right side. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
There we go. Right there. 54 Mike. Come to one. There we go. Kill. We won. Come to one.
Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. Anderson loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle by Robert Quinn. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run forward with Pollard. And an alley to run. Past the 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their...
It got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54, watch 54. Yeah.
Now Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Darnold. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Darnold, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
It's our time. It's our time.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Crowder now to return. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7, forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues.